Our next poet,
Is it recording?
it's my pleasure to bring forth Jamie Scrutton to the stage. Yes!
Oh, incredible. Thank you very much. How's everyone going? Yeah, it's a good little intimate little crowd. My name is Jamie Scrutton, and I'm a Leeds-based artist. I specialise in multidisciplinary art. And I like to write what I like to call musical anecdotes. So I take a story or a conversation that I overhear, I create a character, and then I merge them together. And that's what this set's going to be about, so yeah. So does anyone like biscuits in the audience? Yes, you better do. Yeah. Well, this is a note to you, and it's titled A Biscuit or Two. I have just returned from a run. It's time to kick back my feet with a brew. Surely I won't be harming my figure if I have a biscuit or two. I cannot help but snack when the biscuit barrel is plain in sight. I always binge pretty much through the day, and then I go to bed feeling guilty at night. There is nothing wrong with a cheeky treat, a little biscuit on the sassy wing. I tell myself not to feel guilty, because tomorrow I'll be back at the gym. They always say a little treat won't hurt to taste that sweet sensation, but I can't deal with minute helpings, and I certainly can't eat in moderation. When a fresh packet is out in sight, the biscuits are gone in a shot, because I can't just have the one. I've got to eat the whole bloody lot. But sometimes I do try and resist, and the healthy eating is going strong. But then the biscuits will be out at work, and I'm there tucking in. Well, the diet didn't last very long. As long as I am keeping up with my fitness, and I don't treat it as a taboo, there is nothing wrong with kicking back your feet and having a biscuit.
Or two.
Thank you very much. I'm waiting for payday at the minute, so my breakfast and my supper is a massive bag of custard cream biscuits, which isn't the healthiest idea, but okay. So when I was at university many moons ago, I'm not religious at all, but everyone was getting themselves involved with giving up something for Lent. And as you'll just realise with biscuits, I've got such a sweet tooth. So I decided to give up sugar, treacle, chocolate, anything that consisted of sugar, and it lasted an hour. I tried. So this is my experience. It's called I Ought to Break My Lent. It was a respectable 60-minute solace, but now I have become lament, because after just 1 hour of giving up sugar, I always seem to break my Lent. I have tried to obliterate the treacle taste in order to succeed and thrive, but I cannot give up those hot syrupy drinks. It is my addiction to survive. As I grew older, I discovered an alternative. Sweeteners became my glee, but I cannot accept any hot drinks unless there is ever sweeteners in my tea. People have warned me about the artificial detriments, stating that one day it will become my fate. But I would rather enjoy a nice sweetener brew and still contain my weight. My grandma is the worst for synthetic condiments. She has 12 sweeteners, to be precise. She will take a sip of her drink and state, "Oh, I say, that is nice." I have offered the taste to my dear close friends. Their reaction is the best. It might give them the scowling shivers, but it gives me that taste of zest. So I shall not be giving up sugar or anything, although it was a 1 hour well worth spent. I guess I'll have to go and find another heinous habit in order to succeed my lens. Thank you very much. So last year, my beautiful partner, whilst we was holidaying in Falaraki, Greece, introduced me to the wonderful world of naturism, which I highly recommend. Is there any naturists in the audience? No? Maybe? You might feel inclined after this. I highly recommend it. And yeah, we was bathing on a nudist beach called Mantamata Beach. And putting the concept of me creating a character, I wanted to write this anecdote from an elderly man's perspective and how liberated he feels about becoming a naturist. So it is from his perspective, and it's called Darling, I've become a naturist. Darling, I have become a naturist. I am living life at its best. This new persona that I have discovered is garnering me with bewitchery zest. Mantamata nude beach's appeal is cemented with voluptuous grace. For years I have been seeking its naturism. It's an experience I feel ready to embrace. I have nurtured the fearlessness within me. I have extinct the old life before. I am rising like a phoenix and letting it all hang out in such an abundance of galore. Darling, I have never seen as many penises in one day. I have never seen as many vaginas smiling back at me in my time. But this new life is an exception. My God, I am completely in my prime. Humans come in an array of beauty and significance. They come in an array of different shapes and sizes. They also give you an eye for an unmentionable talent, and that is in genitalia sizes. Darling, I cannot get enough of Mandamata's nude beach. It is my own superior alchemist. It has given me my perseverance and perspective on life. Darling, I've become a naturist. Thank you. Are you inclined to become an naturist?
Sometimes I
You dabble in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so 2 years ago I house-sitted for my auntie, which I do every summer. And her neighbour has a snake, and it always escapes. And I woke up one morning to make coffee, and I thought I saw this snake in the garden, and I was petrified. And Neil called the RSPCA and all that going on, and it turned out it was my little cousin's reptilian toy snake. I really did, sir. Yeah, so this is an anecdote to that, and it's called Help, There's a Snake. The fear is off of the scales. There's only so much more of this I can take. Help, there's an intruder in the garden. Help, I have got a snake. A snake? My granddad curiously asked, as I shakily conversed with him on the phone. It's a bloody big bugger, that is. You don't want that lurking around when you're all alone. I only went into the kitchen to make a tea, and the snake is already making its prey. I think I'm going to need some urgent assistance in here. I think I need to call the RSPCA. I phoned around the whole family in a frenzy to tell them of this horrid sight. I can't believe that my wake-up call would be greeted as such a fright. I am house-sitting for my auntie. Her neighbour has had an escapee like this before. But it has happened again. It is shaking me up silly. This experience is abhor. 9 missed calls on my auntie's phone. She calls me back in alarm. She tells me not to worry because the snake is just a pet, so it won't do me much harm. She goes along with dismay. The snake is making its ultimate deploy. But the tone in her voice changed from horror to a laugh. Jamie's just a toy. The embarrassment of trying to call the RSPCA, the embarrassment that would have been for them to come out and rescue a toy pet snake whilst I was shrieking like a banshee. the artistic direction of novelty products. They make their mo so well, because that thing shit me up stupidly, fake or real, that I could never tell. Well, it's a story I can pass down when I am old. The moment I became a flake, thinking I was convoyed by a reptile, the day I thought I saw a snake. Thank you very much. I've been a beautiful audience, and I just want to say it's a privilege to be on this stage with some incredible, inspirational national and international poets for BBC Constrained Strong Language. Yes, I just want to say a big thank you. I'm going to finish off now with another anecdote, and I just want to say thank you for listening. My name has been Jamie H. Scrutton, and I'm going to leave you with this. It's about that Doreen believes that big Nick is rude. Doreen has heard they have returned in vogue. They are back to being cool. They may not be visually flattering in sense, but big knickers rule. She can't be going with all of this provocative lingerie. They are nothing but a strand of string. They are only good for you know what, and that is a needless fling. She would rather feel adequately serene. It is more than she can save for some. For women that want to feel fabulous, with material stuck up their bum. They slide between the orifice. They make for an uncomfortable grind. There is always a policy of keeping your unmentionables intact, and that is to be kind to your behind. So ladies, never mind trying to impress your fellas or your girls. You have to be kind to be cruel. They may not be visually flattering in sense, but by God, don't big knickers rule. Thank you very much, everyone. So it's such an honour now to introduce a beautiful Rania to the stage. Thank you.